Welcome aboard, fellow enthusiasts, as we embark on another incredible video. Welcome aboard, as we set sail on a journey through Manichitrathazhu. Manichitrathazhu is a 1993 Indian Malayalam-language psychological horror film directed by Fazil, written by Madhu Muttam and produced by Swargachitra Appachan. The film stars Mohanlal, Suresh Gopi and Shobana. It also features Thilakan, Nedumudi Venu, Innocent, Vinaya Prasad, Kelvin, P.A. Celsius, Lalitha, Sridhar, Ganesh Kumar, Sudheesh. The story is inspired by a tragedy that happened in the Alummoottil tharavad, an old traditional mansion located at Muttom near Haripad, belonging to central Travancore Thiyya family in the 19th century. The inheritor of the Alummoottil property and his domestic worker girl were murdered by the son-in-law after he had been written off from the marumakkathayam system of inheritance prevalent in Kerala at the time. The murder gave rise to many local legends which serve as the basis for the film. Muttom, the writer of the film, is a member of the Alummoottil tharavad through his maternal family. Mohanlal, Priyadarshan and Sudheesh served as the second unit directors, who worked separately but simultaneously with Fazil to significantly speed up the filming process. The cinematography was done by Venu, Anandakuttan and Sonny Joseph served as the second unit cinematographers. The film was edited by T.R. Shekhar. The original songs were composed by M.G. Radhakrishnan, while the original score was composed by Johnson. Mohanlal, though credited as a lead actor, has been noted to have only an extended cameo, the main role being that of Shobana. Shobana, who won the National Film Award for Best Actress for her portrayal of Ganga Nagavali. The film won the National Film Award for Best Popular Film, providing wholesome entertainment. The film also won 3 Kerala State Awards: Best Film with Popular Appeal and Aesthetic Value 1994, Best Actress and Best Makeup Artist P.N. Moni. The film dealt with an unusual theme which was not common in Indian cinema at the time. The film completed 300 days of run in many theatres. Manichitrathazhu was remade in 4 languages in Kannada as Athamitra 2004, with some plot changes, which in turn was remade in Tamil as Chandramukhi 2005, in Bengali as Rajmahal 2005 and in Hindi as Pol Bolaya, all being commercially successful. Madhu has been credited as the sole writer for the remakes after he filed a copyright suit against Fazil when the latter started being listed as the writer of the original script in the remakes. Gethanjali, a spin-off directed by Priyadarshan with Mohanlal reprising the role of Dr. Sonny Joseph, was made in 2013. Manichitrathazhu is considered by many critics as one of the best films in Malayalam cinema and developed a cult following years after its release. It has also been regarded as one of the best psychological thrillers in Indian cinema. It was listed among the 70 iconic films of Indian cinema by Mint in 2017. A digitally remastered Dolby Atmos version of Manichitrathazhu was released in theatres on 17 August 2024. Brace yourself for a captivating discussion on plot as we explore its nuances and implications. Nakalan and his wife Ganga, who have been living in Kolkata, decide to take a vacation to Nakalan's ancestral village in Kerala. This is Ganga's first visit to her husband's place. Despite warnings from elder family members, Nakalan insists on staying at his ancestral home, the Madampally tharavad, which is apparently haunted. The rest of the family joins them as well, not willing to leave them alone in a haunted house. Nakalan's maternal uncle, Thambi, cautions the couple to avoid certain parts of the house, particularly a locked room known as the Thekini. Nakalan's aunt and Thambi's sister, Bodra, reveals the dark history behind the house. About 150 years ago, the family's patriarch and the ruling feudal lord, Karnavasankaran Thambi, fell in love with a dancer named Nagavali during a trip to Thanjavur, Tamil Nadu, and brought her back to the mansion. However, Nagavali was already in love with another dancer, Ramanathan, who moved into the nearby house, and Nagavali started to meet him secretly. When the Karnava discovered the affair, he killed them both, after which legend has it that Nagavali's vengeful spirit began haunting the mansion. With the help of priests, her spirit was locked away in the Thekini, but the Carnivore committed suicide shortly after. It is believed that both their spirits still linger in the mansion. In the present day, Ali Bodra's daughter and Mahadevan, a college lecturer, are engaged, and Mahadevan currently lives in the house in which Nagavali's lover Ramanathan used to live. Ganga, after listening to the story, dismisses it as a mere legend meant to scare people away from hidden treasures in the house. Driven by curiosity, she enlists Ali to help her unlock the Fekini. After gaining access, strange events begin to occur. People see apparitions of a woman, objects break mysteriously, and Ganga's sorry catches fire. Suspicion falls on Thambi's elder daughter, Sridevi, who had been originally meant to marry Nakalan years ago. Nakalan's mother Sharada had rejected the proposal due to problems with Sridevi's horoscope, and he had moved on to marry Ganga. Later, Sridevi had married someone else, but it ended up in a divorce due to her bad horoscope. With tensions rising, the family begins to believe that Sridevi may be possessed by Nagavali's spirit. Concerned, Nakalan calls on Dr. Sunny, a renowned US-based Indian psychiatrist, to investigate the situation. After arriving at the mansion, Sunny encounters several mysterious events, including an attempt on Alice's life, as well as a woman's eerie voice singing and dancing in Tamil emanating from the locked Thekini at midnight. Sunny supposedly starts treating Sridevi, and in the process, slowly grows close to her. After a few days, impersonating the Carnivore by wearing his sandals and using his staff, he converses with the mysterious voice in Thekini, who reveals herself as Nagavali and vows revenge on the upcoming Durgashami night by killing the Carnivore. Sunny goes to a place called Eva with Chanhu, Sridevi's brother, and talks to a few people there. He also foils someone's attempt to kill Nakalan by giving him poison tea, and blaming Sridevi, locks her up in her bedroom. During a Kathakali dance performance attended by the family, Ganga suddenly disappears. Sunny finds her being harassed by Alice Fink, Mahadevan, though Mahadevan insists he is innocent. After the confusion settles down, Sunny reveals to Mahadevan and Nakalan that all the problems in the house are being orchestrated by Ganga. Ganga suffers from dissociative identity disorder, which has taken on the personality of Nagavali. Her condition stems from childhood trauma, where she was left with her grandmother while her absentee parents moved to Kolkata. Deeply attached to her grandmother, Ganga grew up immersed in folklore, which fueled her fantasies. The news that her parents were taking her away to the city caused the disease to start. However, she recovered later after moving with her parents to Kolkata. Soon after she had opened Nagavali's room, her disorder came back in the form of Nagavali's split persona when she started sympathizing with her. Sunny tells them that Ganga, whose mind is frequently overtaken by Nagavali's personality, perceives Mahadevan as Ramanathan due to him living in the same house as Ramanathan. He reveals that she had tried to kill Ali due to jealousy over Mahadevan and had tried to frame Mahadevan for her apparent sexual harassment to get him back into her life through stopping his marriage to Ali. She also views Nakalan as the Carnivore and had tried to kill him with the poisoned tea. Sunny also reveals that he had later explained everything to the locked-up Sridevi, and now she is helping him. Sunny explains that Nagavali Prasanna's goal is to kill Nakalan on Durgashami night, as she had told him during the night in Thekini. Meanwhile, Thambi and the family, skeptical of Sunny's treatment of Sridevi, call in a tantric expert, Palatuparam Brahmadathan Nambudiri, for another solution. Nambudiri and Sunny turn out to be old friends, and Sunny tells Nambudiri of the situation and a plan he has in his mind. Although he initially dismisses Sunny's plan as impractical, he agrees to assist. On the morning of Durgashami, Sunny asks Nakalan to provoke Ganga and witness her transformation, and as expected, the Nagavali persona emerges. Nakalan shouts at her, immediately bringing her Ganga persona back, and she realizes something is wrong with her. She quickly reverts to Nagavali's persona later that night and, believing Mahadevan to be Ramanathan, follows him to the rituals prepared by the Nambudiri in front of everyone. To their shock, Nambudiri engages with the Nagavali persona and tells her he will help her behead the Carnivore and avenge her death. Nakalan is brought before her, but just before she prepares to strike, Nambudiri blows smoke and ash into her face to temporarily close her eyes. At the same moment, Sunny swaps Nakalan with a dummy. The Nagavali persona cuts the dummy into pieces and finally becomes dormant, convinced that her enemy is dead. Later, Sunny uses therapy to cure Ganga. The family bids farewell to Ganga, Nakalan, and Sunny. Before leaving, Sunny expresses his desire to marry Sridevi, to which she responds with a smile, indicating her consent. As we venture forward, let's take a closer look at caste and its impact on our understanding. Mohanlal as Dr. Sunny Joseph Sunny Sunechan, the psychiatrist, Nakalan's best friend from America, who solves Ganga's personality disorder, the main protagonist Shobana in dual roles. As Ganga Nakalan, a slightly modern lady from Kolkata who grows curious about the legends heard from Nakalan's ancestral house, later develops split personality disorder, voiceover by Bhagyalakshmi. As Nagavali, the dancer from the legends, voiceover by Durga. Suresh Gopi as Nakalan, Ganga's husband, and the carnivore in Ganga's hallucination as Nagavali. Vinaya Prasad as Sridevi, Thambi's elder daughter and Sunny's love interest, voiceover by Nagavali. Nedumudi Venu as Thambi, maternal uncle of Nakalan. Katilathi Vilasini as Thambi's wife, Nakalan's and by marriage Sudheesh as Chanhu, Thambi's son and Sridevi's younger brother Kelvin. P.A. Celsius. Lalitha as Bojra, Nakalan's maternal and innocent as Anithan, Bojra's husband and Nakalan's uncle by marriage. Rudra as Ali, daughter of Anithan and Bojra, engaged to Mahadevan, voiceover by Ambali. Sridhar as Mahadevan, a professor living next door to Madampally and engaged to Ali as Ramanathan, Nagavali's love interest. Thilakan as Palatupan Brahmadathan. Haripad, tantric expert and Sunny's friend. Kuthiravatam Papu as Katu Paramban, a neighbor. Kelvin. B. Ganesh Kumar as Dasapan Kati, helper of Anithan and their distant relative Vayanthi as Jayasri, Thambi's younger daughter. Kottayam Santha as school head mistress. Let's now turn our gaze towards development and explore the fascinating connections it has to offer. Then young directors Sibi Malayal, Priyadarshan and Siddhi Keel served as the second unit directors, who worked separately but simultaneously with veteran director Fazil to significantly speed up the filming process. The cinematography was by Venu, Anandakuttan and Sunny Joseph served as the second unit cinematographers. The film was edited by T.R. Shekhar. The original songs were composed by M.G. Radhakrishnan, while the original score was composed by Johnson. Mohanlal, though credited as a lead actor, has been noted to have only an extended cameo, the main role being that of Shobana. As we enter this new phase, let's analyze filming from different angles and evaluate its significance. The haunting Thekini room was created inside the Vasan house in Chennai, the house of late South. Vasan, the founder of Gemini Studios. It was one of the film's key locations apart from Padmanabhapuram Palace and Hill Palace, Tripunithura. The major parts of the film were filmed at Hill Palace, Tripunithura, and the climax was filmed at Padmanabhapuram Palace. The painting of Nagavali was made by artist R. Madhavan, drawn without a live model. Now, let's shift our attention to dubbing credits. Shobana's voice was dubbed by two dubbing artists, Bhagyalakshmi and Durga. Bhagyalakshmi dubbed her voice for Ganga, while Durga gave voice to the character's alter ego, Nagavali. Nagavali's voice is heard only in a minor part of the film compared to Ganga's. Durga was not credited in the film or its publicity material, and until 2016, the popular belief was that Bhagyalakshmi solely dubbed both voices. In January 2016, in an article on Pukal published by Manorama Weekly, Fazil revealed that initially Bhagyalakshmi dubbed for both Ganga and Nagavali, but during post-production, some of the crew, including editor Shekhar, had a feeling that both voices sounded somewhat similar, even though Bhagyalakshmi tried altering her voice for Nagavali. Since Nagavali's dialogues are in the Tamil language, Fazil hired Tamil dubbing artist Durga for the part. But he forgot to inform Bhagyalakshmi, hence she was also unaware of it for a long time. Fazil did not credit Durga in the film, according to him. It was difficult to make changes in the titles at that time, which was already prepared, and her portion in the film was minor. The credits included only Bhagyalakshmi as the dubbing artist for Shobana. Other dubbing artists were Nandavali and Ambili, who dubbed for Vinaya Prasad and Rudra. Now, let's shift our perspective and explore soundtrack from a different angle. The soundtrack for the film was composed by M.G. Radhakrishnan, which went on to become one of the most popular soundtrack in Malayalam. The album consists of 9 tracks. The lyrics in Malayalam is written by Bikku Thirumala and Madhu Muttam, and lyrics in Tamil are written by Volley. Without further ado, let's move on to the topic of release. Manichitrathazhu was released on 25 December 1993 and performed well at the box office, becoming the highest-grossing Malayalam film at the time. It ran for more than 365 days in some centres. As we progress, let's shine a spotlight on themes and examine its intricate interplay within our topic. Certain themes that were discussed in the movie were Ganga's yearning for intimacy with her husband Nakalan, mental health disorders, and why it's important to turn to science rather than trust conventional modes of treatments, as well as Dr. Sunny and Ganga's passionate friendship, all of which were rare in Indian cinema, creating a unique blend which received a positive response from the audience. The film also deals with the Devadasi courtesan practice formerly prevalent in southern India and its patronage by local Nair chieftains, caste prejudices and tantric cults. Now, let's shift our perspective and explore legacy through a fresh lens, unlocking new perspectives. Manichitrathazhu is considered as a classic and is hailed as one of the best films ever made in Indian cinema. The film has consistently fetched maximum ratings for its television screenings. Even 20 years after its release, it has been screened more than 12 times a year on an average on Kerala's leading TV channel, Asianet. The film has received the maximum TRP rating on every screening. TRP ratings have increased every year, a rare record for a film produced in Kerala. For many Malayalis, Manichitrathazhu is a part of their cultural lives. In a 2013 online poll in India by IBN Live, Manichitrathazhu was voted second among India's greatest films by the audience. The poll was conducted as part of the celebration of Indian cinema completing 100 years. The poll constituted a list of 100 films from different Indian languages. A series featuring Shobana in a song scene from this film was released in the market as the Nagavali series. One of the most memorable or defining scenes of the movie, where Nakalan provokes Ganga to transform into the Nagavali persona, was recreated in later Malayalam films like Om Shanti Oshana. The film was re-released in theatres after 30 years in August 2024. Vidana Vedi, a Malayalam horror novel by Aswathi Thirunal, has been listed by some as an inspiration for the film, though director Fazil and writer Madhu both deny this. Now, it's time to shift gears and explore remakes. Language title year. Cast director notes Kannada Appamitra 2004 Vishnuvalan, Soundarya P. Vasu. Some plot changes made according to the director. Tamil Chandramukhi 2005 Rajinikanth, Geothika Bengali Rajmahal 2005 Prosenjit Chatterjee, Anu Chavri Swapan Saha Hindi Paul Bulaya 2007 Akshay Kumar, Vidya Bale and Priyadarshan. Get ready for an exciting exploration as we unravel the mysteries of spin-off. A spin-off titled Jethanjali was released on 14 November 2013, directed by Priyadarshan, with Mohanlal reprising his role as Sunny and Suresh Gopi as Nakalan in a cameo appearance. Have any questions or topics you'd like me to cover in future videos? Let me know in the comments.